Should you leave your relationship in the hands of fate? Should you leave your love life in the hands of fate? I get a lot of emails every single day. I've been doing this whole relationship advice thing for about 9 years. And every day I get emails from women asking me about various things. And the one question that I get that's probably the most similar out of any of them is, how do I get my ex-boyfriend back? And the thing is, this question frustrates me. And the reason why it makes me frustrated is because this ex-boyfriend question is the most preventable question that there is. And they haven't been motivated to contact me or look for help or ask anybody else for any help until they've completely hit rock bottom and have nothing left except their broken heart, their broken ego. This is what can happen when you're not taking any responsibility for actively creating your own love life. What's going to happen is you're going to end up in a relationship where your guy does something that hurts you, and then you're going to react negatively to that, which is going to make him shut down, and then it just creates a vicious cycle that lasts for a couple of years until the both of you can't handle it anymore, and then you break up. This is a typical situation for breakups. This is usually what happens in breakups, in relationships that degrade. It's all in this inability to handle your own emotions. Not only this inability, but this lack of desire to do so. It's this feeling that you are entitled to feel what you're feeling, and that the other person, that he is wrong. He is the one who has hurt you. So why should you do anything? Why should you have to do anything to change? And you see, the problem with this attitude is that you two are in the relationship together. You're in the same boat. So if he punches a hole in the boat, you're both going down. You're both going to sink. So you can either sit there and tell him that he's the one that needs to fix the boat, and then he's going to sit there and tell you, no, you need to fix the boat, but the both of you are both sinking down together. Somebody needs to fucking plug the boat up so that you two are not going to go down and drown together. Another reason why this question really frustrates me is because in a lot of the emails that I do respond to, and a lot of the emails that, the woman is asking me a general relationship question and I respond to her, a lot of what I say has to do with taking responsibility, right? So if I'm telling her that, I often get responses back telling me that, no, Brandon, you're wrong, and so on and so forth. And I get a lot of resistance to basically trying to tell her what she can do to change the situation. Even if really shitty things have happened to you, and everybody in the world would understand why you're a victim, what has happened to you, all of the bad things that have happened to you, it's not going to get you anywhere by holding on to that victim mentality. Because if she just took a little bit more responsibility on the front end, then she wouldn't be dealing with this kind of bullshit on the back end. If she was qualifying men more appropriately, if she was working on herself more appropriately, more stronger, if she was putting more energy into developing her own energy, to developing her own heart, then she wouldn't be dealing with this kind of crap and end up with ex-boyfriends that have broken her heart. It takes a lot of letting go of the victim mentality and taking on a role of personal responsibility. And hey, look, I get it. I know what it's like to play out the role of the victim. I did so for the first 20 or so years of my life. When going through different relationship problems, getting heartbroken, breaking other people's hearts, all sorts of bullshit. And I wasn't in a mode where I was taking any responsibility for it. I was raised by people who basically encouraged me to take on a victim attitude. And it didn't get me very far. It didn't get me very far at all. It basically led to a path of heartbreak and denial and blame and a whole bunch of other problems. when I finally started taking more of an active role in my own love life, that's when I started seeing things just completely change 180. This is what it takes. It takes a desire to take responsibility for your own life, to make changes to your own life, and to make conscious choices. The biggest choice is the choice to live in the now moment, to forget about past blames, forget about disputes in the past, problems, all of the guilt, all of the shame, all of the fear, to forget all of that, to forget the future, all of the projected fear of the future, the worry, the anxiety, and the imagined future or bad outcome that might happen, and to just live solely in the now moment, the place where love exists, the place where power exists, the place where enthusiasm and electricity and motivation and inspiration exist. All of these things, all of the things that we value in life, they're all happening right now. Memories are just a shadow of what we had. If you think about a memory of love, it's only at most a quarter of what it actually was, isn't it? It's only just a shadow. But if you're living in the now moment and you're forgetting about the past, you're forgetting about the future, you can allow love to expand to extremely large places, extremely great places. It all has to do with taking responsibility. Yes, you watching the video right now, be taking responsibility for your own love life. Don't leave it up to other people to make you happy. You have to take the power into your own hands and make it happen by making conscious choices. Don't be one of these people who go into denial. Don't be one of these people who want to play the role of the victim. The only thing that's going to get you out of it is by taking conscious steps into the future and letting the past go. Even if really shitty things have happened to you, what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do anymore. If you punish that person that's wronged you, that usually doesn't resolve anything. It doesn't lead to any place. It doesn't lead to any road. It only leads to more anger because it didn't fix the problem. What's going to fix the problem is by making conscious steps into the future. The now moment is this slow progression into the future, and to always be moving with it slowly into the future. Don't be one of these people who denies reality. Don't be one of these people who wants to judge, blame, act like a victim, take no responsibility for their own life, and basically live a life of misery and unhappiness. Don't be one of those people. Take responsibility. So that's about all I have to say for today's video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And also, please head over to Yintegrity.com to get my free male psychology program by filling in your name and email on my website. And I'll send you a whole bunch of free content, so please do that. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste. Extremely great places. That's going to be a pain in the ass to edit.